Hey guys, today is Wednesday's health tip of the day, and I just want to share with you about two topics. One is about adrenal fatigue, adrenal failure, adrenal insufficiency. Medically, I think the only term that is recognized medically is adrenal failure, if I'm not mistaken. But also I want to share with you about vitamin D in this health tip Wednesday. These are two things that I had to get kind of help in this area. And I'm not going to get into what adrenal fatigue is, but it can have a lot of underlying symptoms that can be accumulative. But if you're in close to adrenal fatigue or adrenal failure, you will know. I mean, you're so tired, you almost can't put one foot in front of the other. But one thing that I want to encourage you today is to, don't hesitate to go get labs done. Don't hesitate to go and find a doctor that's going to work with you. An endocrinologist will be a great specialist to work with, so you will know what your levels and your numbers are. If you're not feeling well, there's no need to walk around every day and suffer in silence and not feel the best that you can possibly can. You understand what I mean? So don't suffer for no reason when you can take a supplement that can help you. So the first thing is the adrenal gland it helps the body adapt to stress. So the other part is we have to understand that all stress accumulates. So even stress starting back from your childhood can be accumulating up until this day. It doesn't go nowhere. The body has to do something with it, right? And then the body's stress at some point has to be extracted. I hope that makes sense. So the adrenals sits on top of the kidneys, and they're made of glandular tissue, which they are tissue, right? They're the adrenal glands, which is a tissue, and nerve tissue. So they have a very vital function. But today I want to talk to you about just something that I take that has really helped supported me. I had adrenal fatigue. I was diagnosed with adrenal fatigue. And again, there's a lot of, it's just a list of underlying symptoms, and you really have to work with someone who knows it, knows this particular condition, because the symptoms for adrenal fatigue can mimic something else. So you really have to make sure that you go and get a full workup and a panel to help support your understanding and really now actually taking and devising some type of treatment plan to get the help that you need. The first thing that I had to do was rest. I did not know how tired my body actually was, and just how mentally and physically I was just worn completely out. And I think so many people laugh and joke about sleep and rest. It's so important, guys. I make sure that every day I allot for 10 hours of sleep. I don't care what anybody says. I do it. This is what I need. This is what I believe God has told me about my situation, and it has blessed me from the day that I implemented. For Him giving me that word, it has blessed me immensely. So you say, well, Darren, 10 hours a day for sleep. It's only 24 hours a day, yeah? So whatever I got to do in those 14, I just make it happen, right? So I make good use of my time. But there are nights that I sleep 8 hours and I'm good, and some nights I take that whole 10, but it's allotted for in my daily schedule. It's just allotted for, and there's no negotiation on that. I just do it. It has blessed me. It has blessed me. It has blessed me. It has blessed me. And maybe I get into that in another video, but this is something that I prayed about, and this was a response that God gave me, and I have not been sick since then. So the supplement that I take for my adrenals is called, I don't know if you can see this, and I'm going to put it on the screen, but it's called Adricor. And it has vitamin C, niacin, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, pantothenic acid, magnesium, zinc, and it has a proprietary blend of L-tyrosine, L-histidine, rhodiola, green tea, and methionine, I believe that's how that's pronounced. But anyway, I take 3 of these every morning before I go to the gym. And that's just when I take it. And it on the suggested uses, I take it 1 to 3 capsules, only 1 to 2 times daily. But I take 3 capsules at one time. When I first started taking, I believe I was taking 2, and now I take 3. Sorry for the smacking. But I take 3 a day now, and it has helped supported my adrenals immensely. Now, some people I know that may see this video, they're not supplement people. They don't like to take supplements, and I don't really care. It amazes me. People will go and get medical surgery, but something that you can take a supplement or choose to eat better or work out, they won't do. Makes no sense to me. Okay, so the other thing is about testing for your vitamin D. Most Americans, guys, are vitamin D deficient. And most of the time, I stay extremely low in vitamin D. One, I don't get out in the sun too much, and I'm not going to sit out in the sun too much. Number 2, where you can get vitamin D in your food, usually it comes from animal protein. I don't eat that as well. But one of the things about vitamin D, it can affect your mood. If you are knowing that you're feeling like you're depressed, you have a little bit of brain fog going on, your focus, it could be, not always, but it could be vitamin D. And this is something that you need to go and get checked. Also, that vitamin D, it helps support your immune system. If you struggle with like candida and bacterial overgrowth, that can be an issue for you if you possibly are deficient in vitamin D. And so is a supplement that is a pro-hormone. And this is something that I think most Americans are deficient in. And if they just would actually just top off their levels, go get your blood work checked and see where you are in your starting point, because you don't really want to play around with fat soluble vitamins that where you're taking too much of something. And if your vitamin D is very low, you know it. So you know something is off in your body. It just doesn't make sense to you, right? Okay, so you know something is very, very off. And usually, a lot of times for people, it's emotional. They feel like they're in a state of depression. It's a lot of people taking psychotropic medication and shouldn't be taking it. It can be a very small supplement like this, or just getting a baseline on where they are in terms of their vitamins and minerals, just to see where they are and making some small changes. Everything doesn't require a prescribed prescription, y'all. Some things just requires you taking and doing the research that you need in order for you to be the best you can be. And working with find a doctor that you can become a therapeutic partner with. Find a doctor that you can become a therapeutic partner with. If you have a doctor that every time that you go to them, they are always taking out their prescription pad because they want to write a prescription for something, for one thing or another, I would suggest to you to find somebody else, because I want to work with people who are very much on preventive care. Supplements, all they do is really, if you are deficient in one level, is really taking your levels up so you can become to the point that at least that you're in the normal ranges. Hopefully you can do that with changing your diet and food intake, but sometimes our levels are so low that we need just a little bit more support. And then some things we're just going to have to take for the rest of our lives, more likely than not. Vitamin D is probably going to be one of the things that I would have to take. No matter what part of the world I'm on, I still am deficient in vitamin D. And I can tell when my levels drop, because I just listen and pay attention to the biofeedback that my body gives me, and I respond to what it's showing me. But also I'm very diligent about getting my blood work checked at least every 3 to 6 months, and going over my numbers, understanding what they mean. Sit down with your doctor and let them explain to you what they mean versus them telling you, oh, your labs was normal. Well, what is this and what does that mean? Ask the questions that you need. Be proactive in your health. It's your responsibility. And if you have a doctor who is not supporting you in preventive care, then find another doctor. There's plenty out there. So I hope this video blesses you. I'm going to leave these 2 supplements down in the description below. and share with you where I purchased these from. But if you want to see more videos like these and have another Wellness Tip Wednesday, then please make sure that you hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads, and also subscribe to the channel and look at the videos over here for previous videos that have been recorded and uploaded to the channel. I hope that this video blesses you, and I look forward to sharing with you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.